welcome to my creative space. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to another DIY video. Yes, I know it's been a hot minute since I uploaded to YouTube, but it's because I got a job, and even though it's remote work, I'm still trying to organize myself. But you know, your girl needs money, and Christmas is right around the corner, and YouTube is not paying me yet, which hopefully they will soon. And you know, you should probably subscribe to my channel, by the way, wink wink. But anyway, I am trying to get my schedule together, and I will try to record on the weekend so I have the videos ready to upload during the week. And I'm so excited, and I got so excited to share this video with you. So if you want to know how I created this DIYs, then let's get started. For this DIY, I'm going to be using this little Christmas tree box that I got from the store, and I'm going to carefully remove the trees because that is what we are going to need. And then after that, I'm going to take 2 of these wooden planks that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to pick the sides that I'm going to use. And once I have decided what sides I'm going to use, which are the ones that don't have the dents in them, I am going to stain my little pieces of wood with this stain that I got from Walmart a while ago. And yeah, so all I'm gonna do is just stain it. I love this color, by the way, and you know, I love stain because it lasts forever. But anyway, now I got this little wreaths. There's pine cone wreaths, and they're from the Dollar Tree, and I really love them. I think they're really pretty, and I'm just trying to bend them and adjust them to how I want them to go. And then I got this little candles that, by the way, one of them was broken. Well, not technically broken, but the little light bulb on top, as you can see right there, was like pushed down. But anyway, you know, moving on. Now I'm going to take my glue gun, and I'm going to add some hot glue on there, and then I will glue my little Christmas tree on there. This is super easy, and probably don't do what I just did because you can probably burn yourself, but you know, I'm wild, I guess. But anyway, I am going to now place my little wreaths with the candle holders and the little fake candles on top, and that is all for this super easy and fast DIY. And here is a picture. I think that this DIY looks super cute. For this DIY, I'm gonna take 2 of these nutcrackers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to remove the beard as well as the hair. They need to be bald. Yes, they do. But this was really easy to do. I just pull on it until I got rid of it. Okay, this was a trial and error thing. I thought I could just take this texture spray and just spray it and it would be done, but no, big fail. So it was looking all chunky and like really ugly, and like you couldn't even tell what it was anymore. So I decided to paint it white with this chalk paint that I have that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just painted, and then after that I just let it dry. But yeah, it was really simple. I just took a brush, and if you have white spray paint, it would be way faster than this, but this is all I had, so that's what I had to work with. And then after it was dry, I added the texture spray, and it was way better. I like how these look. I think they look like cookies and cream soldiers. I don't know, let me know what you think, but I think they're super adorable. For this DIY, I'm going to take these pretend mason jars. They are heavy, and I do need them to be heavy for this project. So now I am going to remove the U cord and as well as the sticker, and I will recommend to try to get rid of the sticker very well, and you will see why in a second. But once I got rid of the stickers, I am going to take this creamy paint, chalk paint that I have, and I am going to paint the top of this, and I am just gonna paint the top of it because I think the sides are fine. The color kind of match, so I'm not very concerned about that. But yeah, that is all I'm gonna do, just paint the top of these wooden mason jars. And the reason I suggested to get rid of the stickers is because I hope you can see that mason jar back there. They got wrinkly after the paint was dry, so I would say just, you know, remove the sticker completely. And what I'm doing right now is taking one of the wooden planks and tracing this Christmas tree on it. You could use one of the Christmas tree boxes that I got from like the past project, but I didn't have another one, so I had to do all this. and my little Christmas trees might not look perfect, and that is why. But anyway, now I'm taking this suction hooks that I got from the store, and I could swear I had 2 packages, which would have been 4 of them, but I could only find 1 package. I don't know what happened to the other one, but anyway, that's why I only end up making 2 of these. But anyway, moving on, I am going to add some hot glue to my little Christmas tree, and then I am going to glue it on this piece, and I'm just gonna hold it for a few seconds. And I don't know why I keep doing this. One of these days I'm gonna learn my lesson. I'm gonna burn so bad that I'm gonna be crying. But anyway, now moving on, I am going to add some hot glue to the hook, and I will be gluing that into place as well. And to add a little detail, I am going to create a little bow with this jute rope, and I will be gluing that on the tip of our Christmas tree. Yay! And here is a picture of what my stocking holders look like. For this DIY, I'm taking this wooden house from the Dollar Tree, and once I remove the tag, I am going to take this knife because I haven't got a crafting knife. I don't know why I haven't. And anyway, what I'm doing here is basically creating holes for the windows. Yay! Yes, I am going to create the holes because I want to see through them. And yeah, so I just took this knife, and probably not very safe, and thank God I didn't cut myself. But anyway, moving on, I am going to take this sanding sheet, and I'm going to sand it down because yes, the edges were rough, but it turned out very well at the end. So I just sanded very well until it looked kind of smooth, and there you have it. Now my windows are actual windows. What? And now I'm taking my wood stain. Yes, again, I am taking my wood stain, and I'm going to stain my house as well as the wooden planks I am going to use, which by the way, I needed 4 of them. I don't know why I only grabbed 3 of them, but anyway, I am going to be staining my house and my wooden planks, and yeah. And once my wooden pieces are dry, it's time to start putting this together. And as you can see there, I realized I needed 1 more piece, so this one is going to go on the bottom. And basically I just found the middle of this house and then glue my first piece down with hot glue. Yes, again with hot glue. And I just turned it over, and then I just added a bunch more hot glue, which is going to be in the inside. I'm not gonna see it, so I don't mind, but yeah, I just added a lot of hot glue and held it in place for a few seconds, and then move on. And now I am going to take my next piece of wood, and here soon I'm going to realize that I made some mistakes. Like here, I added glue on the edges when the one that was going to be facing at, or I guess at the bottom, the glue needed to be on the side. You see right there, like I added it, and then my piece glued to the paper instead of to the wood, or I guess it did glue to the wood a little bit. Anyway, I shouldn't have put it there anyway, but now I'm going to reinforce with a lot of glue again. Okay, so here's where I realized I made the biggest mistake. So I created these holes for the windows because my idea was to put the candle inside and be able to see through the window like you're seeing through a house. And as you can see here, it didn't work out so well because I didn't measure my pieces to figure out that this box wasn't going to be big enough. But so what I ended up doing is just covering half of the window, or making half of the window to be inside of this box, like there, as you can see. And then as you can see there's holes that I'm gonna have to fix. And once I glue down my second piece, here's what I did to fix it. I took this wooden plank, and then I just basically cut 2 pieces to cover up the holes. Yes, that's all I did. But anyway, now that they are glued in place, I'm going to stain them because they need to be the same color. Duh, Wendy. But anyway, now that they are stained, they are going to look fine. And it's also going to be sitting in the back, so I'm not gonna be able to see it anyway. And yeah, here is what it ended up looking, and I think it looks amazing. For this DIY, I'm taking 2 of these little wooden crates from the Dollar Tree, and those little metal circles that you see right there, if you watch my previous video, I remove them off of the metal Christmas trees. I will link the video down below so you can see it there. But anyway, I'm going to glue my two boxes together, and once they are glued, yes, you guessed it, I am going to stain it. What? But anyway, yes, I am going to stain it, and then after it's stained, I am going to take this wooden dowel that I already had on hand, and basically I am going to cut two pieces to create the candle holders. And so I just measure it with a ruler to make sure that they were going to be even. And then my metal pieces, I am going to try and measure where each one, I guess figure out where each one is going to sit so I can glue down my wooden dowels. And for that, I am going to use hot glue. Now I'm going to take these pieces of floral foam that I already had on hand, and for now I'm just gonna leave them in the box because I will need them later. And now I'm taking this sled from the Dollar Tree. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, but for now I'm taking two pieces off of this, and that is the bottom, the little sticks that you can see, the brown sticks, the brown bottom sticks. You'll see what I mean. But anyway, I'm slowly and carefully removing this because it is very sensitive. And once I remove those two sticks that I need, I am going to remove the brown sticker because it came off anyway, so I decided to get rid of it anyway. Now for these two pieces, I am going to, I don't want to say break it, but technically it's broken, but basically kind of just bend it because I wanted to simulate the sled. So as you can see right there, it breaks very easy. And yeah, I just bent the front of it, and then for the back where it has the little holes, I got rid of that because I didn't think it was gonna look pretty with them. And then after that, I took this black chalkboard paint that I had from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint this sticks in, as well as those wooden blocks that are also from the Dollar Tree and I already had on hand, and I only end up using 4 of them. To give my sled more details, I end up taking these popsicle sticks that I got from the Dollar Tree, and basically I am going to cut 8 pieces the exact same way because they are kind of going to be the support pieces for the bigger blocks. It's more for detail, they're not really going to do anything, but as you can see right now, I'm just tracing them, and then I'm taking my scissors and cutting the popsicle sticks. And again, I'm going to be needing 8 of these, and then after I am done cutting them, I am going to paint them black, the exact same color the other wooden blocks are. And now I decided that I wanted to glue down my floral foam pieces so they are not moving around. It's time to put my pieces together, and I'm going to start by gluing down my bigger blocks, or I guess my wooden blocks, onto place, and I'm going to try and glue them evenly. Now that my 4 wooden blocks are glued together, I am going to start gluing my popsicle sticks, and I'm just going to be using hot glue for this, and I'm basically just gonna put 2 on each of these wooden blocks. And now I'm going to be doing the exact same thing to the other 3 wooden blocks. For my candle holder metal pieces, I end up spray painting them green so they could all be the same color, and then after that I started gluing them on my little box, and I just hot glued them into place. And now it's time to put the sled, or I guess sitting the box on top of the bottom of the sled, and I tried to put it, glue it into place evenly. I even took this ruler thinking that it was gonna be, perfect, but as you will see in a second, it did not work out the way I thought it was going to work out. And so I added some hot glue on my wooden pieces, and then I sat my box on top of it, but I don't know what happened. I guess I don't have a steady hand. I sure know that I don't have a steady hand, that they didn't end up working out this way. So I end up flipping it over and then removing the two pieces on the side, or one of the sides, and then adding hot glue to reinforce one of the sides, and then adding the other side when I was this way was way easier to see exactly where they were gonna go. I don't know why I didn't do it like this at the beginning, but anyway, now that it is glued into place, now it's time to decorate this. Okay, so originally I was gonna take this green garland and I was gonna use this to fill in the box, but I was almost done putting all these pieces in, and then I changed my mind. You know, it's all about trial and error. So I decided to go for this other greenery piece that I found at the Dollar Tree. Sadly for me, they only had this one piece because I really like this color, and I don't know, it's really pretty. It has glitter but not that much, and it looks frosted. I don't know, I really love this, and I am going to go back to the store and I'm gonna look for more because I really love this. But anyway, it was really easy to just take them off this little metal stem or whatever, and it looked way better. I loved it even more. But I also had this golden berries, and I just also trim them down, or I guess the metal piece down, so I could start sticking them in the floral foam. And I just started arranging it, and I love this. I don't know, I think this looked very fancy if you ask me, but it was my favorite DIY. I don't know, just let me know which one was your favorite in the comments down below. I also took these candles, and these candles are also from the Dollar Tree, and I put them on there just to see how everything was going to look. And then I also have these little branches that are also from the Dollar Tree, and I took them, started trimming them down to the size that I need them to be, and I just started adding them, spreading them on this little box. I really like how this is looking. And here comes another problem. So I should have done this way before I started putting the greenery in here, but I decided to add Spanish moss to cover up the floral foam because I could see it and it didn't look pretty. I thought that the greenery that I was going to add was going to cover the floral foam, but it didn't. But it was okay. I would just say that if you end up doing this, do the Spanish moss before you put your stuff so you don't have to do double the work. And as a last detail, I added these golden branches that also came from the Dollar Tree. I just literally did the exact same thing. I just cut them off to the size I needed them to be, and then now I'm just going to adjust everything. This one was one of my favorite DIYs. I love how this one turned out. I really love it. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite DIY and which one you're going to be recreating. And also, don't forget to subscribe before you leave and join my creative squad. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next DIY. Bye!